Angry guy here, and black women hate black men. Black women hate black men. Let's just go ahead and jump into the first video. And just to let you know, the volume is actually quite low, so I'm going to help do some of the narration here.
Tell me why when I take a nap, it's
So she's
fine.
saying that
It
whenever her
doesn't
husband
like
or
when
whenever
he
she's
takes a nap,
sleeping, he
it
doesn't mind that she's sleeping
irrationally
and it doesn't bother him.
worries me.
Whenever she sees him
And I'm
sleeping,
going like,
it
why?
really
Why does that
bothers
bother
her
me?
and makes her feel disgusted. And that's really interesting. And she's not the only woman. Let's check out this video right here.
Like, I get irrationally upset when he is taking a nap. I hope you can hear in the background what's happening. That would be him sawing fucking logs, napping at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. What am I doing? I'm sitting here watching Chicago, playing on my phone, while he is napping. I'm just saying, I feel like a little hypocritical. You know what I'm saying? He tried to think that I was gonna be mad at him for napping and send me this video like I get like that. But snoring. Look him.
Can you imagine how much these women must absolutely, truly resent and despise their husbands? He's not even snoring very loudly, but just because of that he's breathing, she's furious. She says at 3 o'clock when she's playing on her phone and watching videos, he's sleeping after working hard the entire week to provide for her and her family, to take care of her. She does not care at all. Just because he's taking a moment to rest, there is no love between men and women in Western society. It is solely a arrangement, and it's a terrible arrangement for men. I've actually showed you this comment earlier. This comment came from a woman, an African American woman known as Humble Heart, and she was responding to the Passport Bro video where I discussed how foreign women respect men and women in Western society don't like that, and that for that passport kings are thriving overseas. Her response was great to hear. Now make it a one-way, not round trip ticket. We are not checking for y'all. Lol. Easy to choose a woman when you are paying. The real flex is being able to bag a woman anywhere with, and she puts that in all caps, so she's screaming without having another in all caps to book a ticket, so she's furious. Y'all are really doubling down on this false narrative of being chosen. You really should have your choice of baddies here if you are worthy, but you know you are not. So they cannot accept that men are rejecting them. They cannot accept that men are walking away from them. They are basically saying that you should choose from a feminist woman. And if you really had skill, if you really were a worthy man, then you can have any feminist woman in Western society that you desire. Because all women in Western society, all women, virtually all women, including the tradcons, because they're faking it, are feminist. So she's saying that you could have any feminist woman you would want to choose from if you were actually a man of value. They cannot accept that men are rejecting women with these traits. They cannot accept that men do not want to marry, date, or have relationships with these types of women that have this masculine energy. You can see the masculine energy exuding from this individual. However, she cannot comprehend that men don't like that masculine energy. They're going overseas to find women who are fit, feminine, friendly. She says that if you are worthy, then you could have your pick. In other words, if we were making over six figures or $1 million a year and had all these other qualities and characteristics that these women are looking for, right? But wait a minute, she says you're paying. So aren't we paying you women to be in relationships with you? If we have to provide everything, if you are the table, if a real man does not ask for anything and will provide food, shelter, cleaning, and everything else the woman needs, giving her a soft life so she doesn't have to cook, clean, or do anything else and can spend her life in relative ease and luxury while he works to provide for her. And children are not a given, and he should be happy and grateful to have a woman who's in her 40s or 50s who cannot give him children or will not give him children. And he should be grateful that she is simply gracing him with her presence. And this woman will never, ever admit that men do not want these relationships. Men do not want to have relationships with these masculine energy women. They don't want these relationships. They don't want this. That's why they're walking away from Western society. That's why they're choosing women from overseas that are fit, feminine, friendly, and offer what men are looking for. Women that are raised to be wives and mothers. Women that want to take care of their man, want to cook, want to clean, want to make the man happy. Women that give the man a massage after a long day so he feels better. A woman that cuts his food up for him so that it's easier for him to eat. A woman that is focused on her man's mental health, physical health, spiritual well-being, emotional well-being, because she knows when he's good, she's good. A woman that is not planning the exit before she plans the entrance, that is not planning her divorce before she plans her wedding, such as women in Western society. Women in Western society are planning their divorce before they even plan their wedding. They're already shopping for divorce attorneys before they even consider saying, I do. They're already working on that exit strategy. I've made it clear, and I've said it numerous times. She was never yours. It was just your turn. The only thing a woman is loyal to are her emotions, and wherever the wind blows, her emotions will go. She never belonged to you. She belongs to the streets, and she will always belong to the streets. In every little girl, there is the streets, and you can take the girl out of the streets, but you cannot take the streets out of the girl. How many videos have I put out where a woman says that she's homeless by choice, where she says she was somewhere and she was taken care of and she was being provided for? But it's like every time she's doing well, the streets start to call out to her. And she has to go back to the streets because she's more comfortable in the streets. Because they want that excitement. For women in Western society, stability is boring. Women in Western society spend most of their lives in crisis and chaos. And that's where they feel the happiest. They deliberately create conflict in their relationships so that they can find out if the man still cares about them and is still paying attention to them. When a woman says that she wants a man to open up and share his emotions with her, what she really wants to know from him is, do you still care about me? I don't actually care how you feel. In fact, I don't want to know about your problems, about your insecurities, about your hardships. These things will actually make me less attracted to you and more inclined to leave you. What I truly want to know is if you still care about me, if I am the center of your world. That's all I care about. This is what she's really conveying. When a woman says that, men should never ask what a woman brings to the table, even though if a woman asks that question to a man, it's fine. And she says if a man asks it, then that means that he's not very bright because he should be able to figure those things out on his own. And he's conveying to the woman that he's not very bright. What they're really saying is that they have nothing to offer. When you hear women saying that a man should never ask what she brings to the table because her presence is what she brings to the table, a real man never asks that kind of question. And she says, oh, you'll see, like when he's in a relationship with a woman, his life gets better, he starts to dress better, His money starts to come up, but that doesn't make any sense because these are the same women that say that you have to make over six figures to date them. You have to be at least 6 feet tall to date them. You need to have a six pack to date them. You better have 6 inches to date them. So what does that even mean? Because you have the full package. You dress well, you live well, you eat well, you make good money. You're handsome, you're fit, you're in the top 10% or even the top 1%. And now suddenly she's turning around and telling you that somehow her simply being in your life is going to make it better than it already is. When in reality, her entering your life is only going to drain your attention, your time, your money. So she's actually taking away from your personal happiness, and she brings nothing of substance or value to said relationship. Think about that very carefully. When you look at the comment from that woman, you can easily see that black women hate black men. I want to know what you guys think in the comments if you agree with that statement. I want to hear your opinions on that. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA and walking away and cheers.